Well, hey there. You're listening to the Gina Scalpone podcast, a podcast for hustlers and dreamers to get kick in the pants business advice with a little bit of fun mixed in. And this is your host, Gina Scalpone.
Gina, how is a reel that's going to make people laugh or that's really funny going to attract a client that's going to want to book an appointment with me? I'm old school. I'm from the train of thought. If my posts online, if you like my work from my posts online, then you're going to book an appointment with me. Why do I have to create content that makes somebody laugh? This question inspired the heck out of me to record a podcast episode by answering this question from a private message that I got from a fellow stylist. I always like to give back and give value and give my insight for people that want to learn from me, whether they're in my paid programs with group coaching and things like that, or we have it set up in a salon consulting style, or I'm doing one-on-one coaching, things like that, or even just people that are following me on social. So I reached out to about 10 different stylists recently, and I just like to look around on Instagram. I'm looking around, seeing what think people are posting. Are they doing things that I teach inside my programs? Are they getting a lot of views? Are they getting engagement? And I left a voice clip with a handful of stylists. I just said, hey, it's great to meet you on Instagram. I've been a stylist for X amount of years, just started up a conversation with them. I have a few different ideas for you to get more engagement. Would you like to hear more? That's simply all I said to a handful of stylists just recently. And a stylist messaged me back. She left me a voice clip, and I listened to it a couple of times because I'm like, this is such a good question. And her and I have a call set up to chat about this. And basically, I want to share some of this information and some of these ideas with you to hopefully help you out on my podcast. So she said, why should I be creating content on a video or a reel to make people laugh? I see other stylists doing that. And are they trying to entertain their peers or are they trying to attract clients? This doesn't make any sense to me. And I said, have a really, really, really good point. And she brought up some other really good points, but this is one thing I wanted to address. And I said, she said, I see a lot of stylists posting information that would entertain other stylists, but those aren't their ideal clients. So why does that make any sense? She's like, reels don't really work for me. Videos don't really work for me. But she's like, on second thought, I'd like to hear what you have to say. So let's set up a call. So my two main things are that I see people doing, I'll just say wrong. I'm air quoting. You don't know what you're doing. If you don't know, you don't know, right? So two things I see a lot of stylists doing online, specifically Instagram. I see them post their awesome work and they'll give a little bit of information about what they did, or sometimes it's just a really catchy caption, but they don't put any verbiage in the post itself or the video itself, or on the verbiage. So there's no other verbiage in there that gives a call to action. It's called the CTA in marketing terms, with something like, would you ever rock curly hair like this? Are your curls as defined as hers? Have you ever tried this product before? Would you rock purple hair? Something like that that gets people to see the post, read the information, and to get them to engage in your post. That's what you want people to do. That will get more content up in the algorithm. It tells the algorithm, like, ooh, she has something interesting to say because she's got a lot of people talking and liking and sharing and commenting in her post. And it shows it to more people, more of their followers. So that's one thing. And number two, if you're sharing a really cool picture, let's say of a really fun mullet, and you put in there about how fun it was to do or how the client liked it, but you didn't leave any CTA like, have you ever rocked a mullet before? Would you ever rock a mullet? What does a mullet represent to you? It represents me back in the day in the early 90s when I was in high school or whatever the thing is. Like, give someone something to think about and then respond in the actual comments. So it helps, one, the algorithm pushes more of your content up there, the more engagement you have. And two, if there is a potential client commenting on there, or maybe one of your regular clients who wouldn't necessarily rock a mullet, but she's actually commenting in the post, it creates trust. And it shows trust for that person that you're actually responding to, but it also shows trust to the other people that are watching this conversation back and forth. It shows that you care. It shows like, oh, that girl, that stylist really cares. She's responding to every single comment in the thread. So I want to make sure you're using something that is a question. It could be at the beginning of the verbiage. It could actually be in the video itself. It could be at the end of the verbiage on the post. It could be simply a cool picture of a mullet and you put in there, would you ever rock a mullet? Have you ever rocked a mullet? Are you into mullets? Yes or no? That could be just the caption, the question itself, the CTA, the call to action. So that's one thing. And the stylist was saying, reels don't really work for me. I don't really use them a lot. She said, I'm more active in a private Facebook group and on other platforms aside from Instagram. And I said, this strategy that I'm going to share with her when we get on the call, which I'm sharing with you right now, is this using the CTA. So that's the one thing. You want to make sure you're using something to get people to talk in your thread, in your post. And the second thing is you need a hook. You got to get them to stop in their tracks from scrolling, and start reading what you actually wrote. Now, the hook could be, let's say it is a video and you're creating a reels. It could be in the reels itself. It could be in the actual verbiage itself, but you got to get people to stop in their tracks. So the CTA could be actually the first line, which is actually the hook. So have you ever rocked a mullet before? That gets people like, oh, I see a really cool mullet before and after picture. I'm looking at the verbiage. Now I want to read more to what she's actually saying, or I want to actually comment on that thread, or I actually want to go through her page and look at more of her posts. So these are the things I want you to really think about when you're creating posts online, using a hook and a CTA. So those are the two most important things. And the third thing is the stylist had said, why would I create posts that are funny? So right before this this training that I'm doing, I created a really funny reel. I got inspired by getting ready earlier today for a live coaching. I was doing my makeup in the bathroom, and all I'm hearing blaring in the background is Coco Melon. I have a toddler, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I cannot stand this. It's too loud. It's been too much. I can't take this Coco Melon anymore. So I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I'm trying to get myself amped up for my live coaching classes. I'm putting on my makeup. I'm getting excited. I'm thinking about the things I'm going to coach, and all I hear is Coco Melon blaring in the background. So I just recorded content about that exact idea. So you can go to my Instagram account. It'll be live soon, probably by the time this is live. And it's just me wearing this exact top and this exact hairstyle and these hoop earrings and talking about, I think I was putting blush on in the video, how what thoughts go through my mind when I'm trying to get amped up for live training and I have Coco Melon blaring in the background. It's kind of funny. If you have a toddler, I'm sure you could totally relate. Or if you have kids at all, even kids that are older, you can relate to things that your toddler wanted to watch over and over and over again that you want to go like, oh my God, I can't watch it anymore. But sometimes you want to entertain your audience. So I like to throw in things that are entertaining. They usually come in the form of my life as a busy entrepreneur and a full-time mom. So those are the things that I find funny, and I like to share that side of me because I have a good sense of humor, and I don't want everything to be all serious and all about my coaching or all about my hair clients. So I like to throw in a little bit of humor. And the reason why, big picture, and the reason why that works is you're showcasing yourself as a brand. I'm not just Gina the stylist and Gina the marketing strategist. I have more layers to me. I have more passions. I have a fiance. I have a 102-year-old grandmother. I have really cool things I do in the city of Chicago where I live. I have a toddler that keeps me active and makes me giggle and helps me fine tune my day all day, every day, things like that. So I like to incorporate things that I'm comfortable sharing that are related to me as a brand, as Gina Scalpone, the brand, not just the marketing strategist, not just the business coach, not just the hairstylist, or not just a mom or fiance or daughter or sister or good friend. So that's another way I want you to think about it. So you're either entertaining, these are the general rules of thumb. You're either entertaining when you're showing up online, you're educating, or you're inspiring, some sort of inspiring or encouragement. So I like to have the three things fall under those three categories. So again, entertaining, inspiring, or encouraging. And then educating your audience. So I hope this training helped you out. Let me know. Hit me up on Instagram. Tell me your thoughts on what's the biggest aha. What's your biggest takeaway? Number one. Number two, go take a look at my post. In every post, I'm using a hook or a CTA. So I practice what I preach. I always do it, and I like to play around with them. And I play around with links of videos, and whether it's a video or a post or things like that. So I look at social media as testing. I'm showing up every other day. That's been my cadence for a long time now, for years. And I'm just testing different things out. More recently, I'm testing more catchy hooks. So if you see me getting a lot more views on Reels, that's because I'm really working on my hooks being very catchy and being very like polarizing or like, oh, whoa, what is she saying now? Or what is she doing now? So I want to inspire you. I'm always taking classes and learning new things and new ideas and new ways to grow myself and grow my ideas and strategies. And I share all that with the people who want to learn from me and who want to pay me to either coach them or be inside my online program. So that's what I have for you today. I hope this helped you out. And please let me know if it does. Hit me up on Instagram, and the link is below. And I hope to see you there. And let me know what your biggest takeaway is. Thanks for watching, and thanks for listening, friends. Bye.